Hello, this is Rod, Live Within Your Means. Hey, it is December 1st, and it is snowing a little bit outside. Needless to say, I'm in Utah, and this time of year things get pretty cold, and are frequently cold. And what I've got here is some stuff that I put in my car every year, or something similar to this. I've got some heavy-duty, these are actually PVC gloves. Some other gloves that you can use your fingers, get your fingers out of them, and also cover them up. And these can really make a difference if you're out there in the cold. Got a pair of those and a pair of these waterproof, really heavy PVC gloves. Of course, a hat, extremely important. These are waterproof pants that I can put over the top of any pants I've got, and also a waterproof, just a rain jacket that I can put over anything I have on. And these are things that I will put in this bag right here. And let me just show you. I'll just put this up in the tripod for a minute. Why is this so important? Well, it's important because this is the time of year when people get into trouble because they're not prepared. They don't have the stuff in their car that they need. And if you're traveling somewhere, especially outside your local neighborhood, it's worth being prepared. So what am I going to do here? I'm just going to throw this stuff in a bag, and this can make all the difference in the world if you're out stranded somewhere. And you don't know when you're going to be stranded somewhere. There's been people stranded up in Denver, for example, when my daughters and my kids have been up there for quite a few years, my son and my daughter, and they've had literally 36-inch, 3 feet deep snowstorms a few times. And that stalls everybody on the road, pretty much. And all of a sudden people have to abandon their cars and walk through things that they didn't plan on. So I'm putting these in this bag, along with 2 pair of gloves, right? One's to keep things warm, one's to keep my hands dry, depending upon what the circumstances I'm in are. And this just goes in my trunk, along with some other things. An umbrella is a good thing. This just came from the dollar store years ago. I've already got one of those in my trunk, so I'm not going to worry about that. If you don't have a headlamp in your car that has batteries in it, then you're really probably not a very wise person. And if that's the case, be wise, be prepared for the time of year that we're in right now, and make sure you've got a flashlight or headlamp in your car, and some clothes that you don't normally take everywhere that can keep you alive and help you in helping other people. So it's also not a bad idea to have a little poncho. This is just a little poncho in a bag here that can also go in here, and I'm going to throw that in here, but this is just a matter of being prepared. So I'm going to take this camera, my phone, off the tripod. We're going to go outside here. Now I've got a pair of boots in the car that are better than these. These are more agricultural, work on the farm boots. But we're going to walk out here to the car. And look at this. It really is snowing. 1st of December. It's not uncommon to get 4 to 8-inch snowstorms here in Utah during the winter time. Sometimes we'll get a heavier snowstorm than that. And, oops, there you saw my license plate. Oh, whoopee. Anyhow, take a look at this. In the trunk, here I've got a very heavy pair of boots for snow. I've got a bottle of salt. This is salt rock that can be put down. I've got an extra, actually a couple bottles, a few bottles here that have Prestone in them, antifreeze for your car. Of course, I've got a toolbox there. I've got a smaller toolbox here for my wife. I've got fluid for my window wipers. And I'm going to throw this bag in here in the trunk so that it's in here too. That way we're prepared. The only thing, and here's a first aid kit. Underneath these boots, there's a little umbrella that I haven't used, that I may not ever need to use. There's an extra pair of gloves down in there too. It's just worth being prepared. And if you've got the things you need, if you don't have a pair of jumper cables in your car, then again, that's really something you probably ought to have in your car. And the only thing I'm lacking back here is a shovel. I don't always have a shovel in this, but in my truck I do have a shovel. And I've had a small shovel in here many times. I'm not sure where that is right now. Just one of those folding shovels, but it's worth having in your vehicle. So it's winter time, and you know, it's snowing. So if you aren't quite prepared, get these simple things, have them in your trunk. If you got a pair of boots and a pair of gloves in there, that's the least you could have. But there's a number of things, you know, a little first aid kit, and your jumper cables, and some winter clothes. And if you have those in your trunk, then you're prepared for winter. Of course, whenever your gas tank gets down to halfway, fill it back up. So this is some real easy stuff, but being prepared in wintertime can make all the difference for you or other people that may need your help. So this is Rod. Live within your means and have a wonderful day.